Hey, YouTubies. What is it? Afternoon, morning, evening time? It's morning for me. So good morning anyway. If it's not for you, well, too bad. So, you can see a swamp cooler behind me. Have any of you guys ever set up or dealt with swamp coolers before? Well, if you have, you know they're kind of a pain. They're a lot of a hassle. But they're usually pretty easy. And, well, I got a call yesterday from my mom that my nana, which is, well, she can be mad at me for saying this, but she's my grandma. She doesn't like to be called that. She likes to be called Nana. So that's what we do. We respect her opinion. Anyways, I got a call that Nana's house is hot and the swamp cooler is not working. And the last like 4 or 5 days have been 100 degrees again. Like, where did they come from? I thought the temperature was finally coming down. So what do? So I'll say I'll be there in the morning. So here we are in the morning. I came up here and I investigated a little bit, and I took the little pads off. They seem to be mostly okay. There's one little issue with them that I'll get into. I came over to the yonder side here in the shade, which is nice because this is actually where I need to be. And if you look right here, there's no bolt. And well, you see that moving, that's not gonna do us any good. Mine, the belt don't look any good either, you know, pretty rough. So I'm like, what in the mother, you know? And I'm like, I don't know who takes this apart and puts it up every year. I would like to think someone in the family, you know, one of my uncles or cousins, one of their kids, you know. And this is their family they're doing this to. This swamp cooler was just redone, put in here in like 2012, not too long ago, and we've already got broken parts. It's a shame. Now, I understand if it's like one of my cousins doing this because they're young, and I know that they're not, what do you call it, handymen or construction dudes by trades, you know. So that's understandable. That's okay. They're learning. But I know my one uncle, he's not doing it because he said, I'm not doing it. But he's also got a lot going on. He just had a baby and stuff, you know. And my other uncle, I don't know. I don't talk to him much. But I think he has his kids come up here and do it. And they're good dudes, but they just don't know what they're doing. So I'm gonna have to put a stop to that. And I'm gonna have to start doing it every year because it's too easy of a job, you know, that it shouldn't take 10 times 5 different people coming over here to fix it. So I'm gonna get it fixed. I'm gonna come back. I'll take it down this winter. I'll come back next summer and put it back up because it's not that hard. So what I'm gonna do here, let's get moving forward here. What I'm gonna do is, obviously I need to go get a new belt. So I'll take that puppy off, go get a new belt. And then we're gonna readdress the situation on how to hold this new belt tight without it coming loose again. So I'm gonna run to the hardware store real quick, grab a belt, and we'll get into fixing this thing easily and cheaply. I got the best co-pilot with me today. and we're gonna go to the hardware store. We made it back pretty smoothly, and we got some lunch while we were out. It was a bit of an early lunch, but my tummy is now happy. All right, so we did some fitment tests in the store, and we ended up getting us a 47-incher. One thing is, I'm gonna admit this isn't the right way that I'm about to hold this down. The proper way is I should have brought my taps, you know, so I could have drilled that bolt out and tapped a new hole, put a new bolt in it. But I wasn't told of what was going on, because nobody knew what was going on. So instead, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take these little screws and I'm gonna get her where I want her to sit, nice and tight, like, you know, somewhere in there. And then I'm gonna put a screw right there where the little seam is, so it's multiple layers that hold tight. And then I'll put one right here at the back side to hold it from coming back. Now don't freak out yet, because I've already looked. This little squirrel cage in here, it's only about like this wide, you know? So it'll be like right here. So if I have a screw in this area, absolutely nothing should catch, and it should at least just hold the motor from coming loose again. And then we should have some airflow and some water coolage, and so on and so forth. Just like this. I got a little carried away and I put two there, and I put one there. I rounded the corner like so. I put one there and one through the double layer. I don't know. So now I'm gonna tell him to flip the switch. Hey, you wanna flip the switch? Okay. So the spinning didn't last long, and it smells like burnt electrical. So I think the motor's a goner. Dang it! I should have flipped the switch before I went to the parts store the first time. We got back, no issues again. I got the old one out, really easy. The new one sitting here, it's the same exact thing. I don't know how I got lucky and found the same exact motor. But it's really easy to come in and out of here. But I need to get this stuff off first. So, well, I'm gonna set this one here. The new one here. I'm gonna set the new one here. Take a picture as this is. Set it up over here. And then we'll take this whole setup, put it in there, turn it on again. Super easy swap over. The green goes to the green. We have an L, a C, an H right there. If you look on the picture, L you would assume was low, which would be red. The C would be common, which would be white, and then for black would be high. It says it all right there. And then your green obviously goes with the green screw. Now we could put our cover back on. Sneak that puppy right in its mount here. And then these, just grab onto those two little whatevers. Like so. And then you tighten that screw. That'll squeeze it. One there, one there. Then you can take your plug and you can plug her back in to there. And you didn't even have to shut the power off. All you had to do was just unplug it and you're good to go. I came down, had to bring her into the shade here. So this is our last little piece we're gonna need. It's this little pulley here, and it's an Allen head. I didn't remember to bring those, but I did luck out. I had this kit in the car from the Gambler 500. Heck yeah. And of course they got the Allen heads, and I found the one that'll work. So now I can use the old Milwaukee. Look at that. Oh, she's tough. She's so tough on there. This did not take my beating very well, but I got the pulley off. Most importantly, this thing is definitely not usable now. So let's get this pulley on our new motor up there. Simple Allen head, she's back on. You gotta watch out for that little flat spot. You want that Allen head to sit on that flat spot so she don't spin on you. We got the new belt on, tightened down. So I think now we're gonna flip the switch again. There we go. She's running again, and that's actually high speed. So the main priority, getting the machine running, it's running. There's one more task though, and there's these puppies. They're a bit dirty and probably need changing, but that'll be for next year. This is my worry here. You can see all these little slots here. Like, water's supposed to be able to run through those. So I'm gonna clean out every one of these little holes here. See that? And then install these puppies again, and the house will stay nice and cool. Now you see? That's much more like it. Water will flow through there, and water flowage means cooler house. We got spinning fan, we got pumping water that's actually going good. Gunk. Here it is. We got the sides on. We got the air flowing. Should be good for the season. Let's hope, all right? So that means my job here is done. So if you liked me just goofing off and simply doing this little easy task here and dealing with my rants, go ahead and give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, because I'm always doing something different, weird. And I appreciate you guys for watching, because we're here for a good time, not a long time. Thank you guys.